Hi, my name is Gary. This is my week 1 video diary for English education. Um, to understand the story about Tilly, I used my own background when I was younger. I also had to wake up earlier and catch the bus to the school. Sometimes it was raining and the bus was cloud. So I understand how Tilly feel, tired, wet, and hungry. I also remember the feeling of forgetting something important that helps me feel what Telly was feeling in the story. Somewhat helped me to understand more, like Groom, Deluge, and Reluctant. Those words show that Lily was not happy to wake up earlier and running in the rain. The first paragraph helps me to feel the moon. It was a rainy, difficult morning. This shows how language can help the reader feel the emotion of the story. This is called situate knowledge. It means we use our own life experience to understand stories. My life helps me to understand this story better. The culture in the story is also similar to mine. I went to school, joined the school activity, and took the bus like Lily, so I can connect to the others' culture, even if we don't have the same life. As a future teacher of young children, I learned that it is important to choose the story that children can connect to. If they know the feeling, they can understand the story better. Teacher can also ask questions to help children think about their own life and how's the same or difference of the story. Thank you. Hi, here's Gary. This is my week 2 video diary of English education. One of my favorite story is a movie called Iron Man. It tells the story of Tony Stark, a rich and smart man who builds a suit of armor and becomes a superhero. This story imagines a world that technology is very powerful. It shows how people can use machines to help others or to hurt others. In the beginning, Tony Stark sells weapons and they cause harm. But after something bad happened to him, he changes. He starts to use his skill to protect people instead. The story also shows that people can change even if someone make bad choice before. They can learn and try to be better. This is an important message of children. We all make mistakes, but we can grow and help others. I think the author understand model cultures, things like science, war, and business. But deeper message is about being responsible and helping people. Those are ideas that many culture care about. As a further teacher, I think this kind of story can help children think about how they want to act in the world. Even though Iron Man is a movie of elder children or adults, we can still find simple story with same message. How to use our talents in good way, and how to care about others, and how to make the world better. Thank you. Hi, here's Gary. This is my week 3 video diary of English education. In this week, we watch a video about a teacher named Leah and who teach 4 to 5-year-old children. She used many different teaching approaches. The first one is play-based learning. Leah lets the children learn through play. She sets up activities based on what the children are interested in, like balls, flowers, or insects. When children are curious, they want to explore and ask questions. and this helped them to learn more deeply. The second approach is inquiry learning. Leah doesn't just give children answers. Instead, she helps them ask questions and find answers by doing experiments. For example, putting flowers in colored water or testing if bowls sink or float. Leah also used children-led learning. She watched the children closely and chose 2 children each day to focus on. She observed the learnings and things about how to help them grow next. She even changed the classroom environment to support them development. Another important idea is scaffolding. She generally helps children move to the next step, like encourage Eva to write a full sentence. She supports them with kindness even when they make mistakes. This builds confidence and skills. Leah also inspired by Rachel Emily, a philosopher that believes the classroom itself is a teacher. She sets up space with care and beauty so children feel excited to explore. Finally, she used learning stories to show what the children have learned. She write down what happened, what learning was showed, and where they will go next. She connected learning to the curriculum too. From the video, I learned that good teaching is not just about giving knowledge, it's about knowing the children well, supporting their self-interest, and creating a rich learning environment. As a further teacher, I want to create a classroom where children feel free to explore, ask questions, and try new things. I believe learning should be more joyful and meaningful. Thank you. Hi, here is Gary. This is my week 4 diary for English education. This week, I look at the poem called Now We Are 6 by A.A. Milne. This is a short, fun poem that children love. The poem uses rhythm and rhyme to talk about growing up from age 1 to age 6. To read this poem, children need some phonics knowledge. For the first poem, use rhyming words like one and become, two and new, free and me. Those rhymes help children hear how words sound the same at the end. This is called rhyme. The part after vowel. Second, the poem has some blanks like the word clever, the k sound at the start. This is also blank in forever. The f sound is if children's pronounce is clearly. There are also long vowel sounds in the words like 5 and alive. Those words has the long I sound, like which is useful for teaching the magic or split vowel patterns. We can also find consonant diagrams. For example, in think we have sound, which is one sound made from 2 letters. It's important for children to learn that t and h together make a new sound. The poem also repaired sentence patterns. Is when I was. This helps young readers recognize sentence structure and build them reading confidence. As a further teacher, I think poems like this are great for teaching phonics. This is a short, musical, and fun. Children enjoy saying them out loud, and they learn about sounds without even noting. Thank you. Hi, here is Gary. This is my week 5 video diary for English education. This week, I create a digital story about my very busy and special weekend. It includes real memory from my life, like cooking dumplings, going to a party, and going on a long road trip to Avalon Air Show. Through this task, I learned how powerful digital storytelling can be. It's not just about using pictures and voice, it's about sharing a personal experience that others can connect with. From the EDUC reading, I learned that digital tools should support, not block, quality interaction. I found this to be true. While making my story, I thought a lot about what parts of my weekend I wanted to share. I had to choose word carefully, match image and voice, and think about what feelings I want my audience to have. This helped me reflectively on my experiment. I also remembered from the module that digital stories can help children express themselves and build identity. I felt that too. I felt proud when I saw my story finish. I believe children will feel ever more exciting when they tell stories about their own life using videos or pictures. This task also remind me of what I read in Literacy in Australia about how multimodal texts help us communicate in new and creative ways. It's not just about writing anymore, it's about voice, images, music, and design all works together. As a further teacher, I hope to let young children create digital story about their own life, just like I did. Even small story about their weekend, their pets, or their favorite foods can help them grow as storytellers and confident speaker. Thank you. Hi everyone, today I want to share with you the story of my very busy but also unforgettable weekend. It was full of small memories, surprise and adventure. It all started on a Friday morning. I woke up earlier and decided to make myself a good breakfast. I used a steamer to cook shrimp dumpling. They were my favorite. At the same time, I make a fresh cup of coffee. The smell of the coffee and dumplings make my morning feel warm and cozy. After that, I sat down at my desk while enjoying my breakfast. I start preparing to email and reviewing some study material. I had some tasks I need to finish, so I try to stay focused and use my time well. The morning passed quickly, but it feels productive and peaceful. Later in the afternoon, something exciting happened. I went to a party of grand opening of my friend's car repair shop. We arrived around 5 p.m. To my surprise, it was really big party. Many people come to celebrate. The place was full of energy, music, and of course, food. There were so many delicious things to eat: the freshly grilled lamb, sushi, sweet dessert, and more. I was really happy to enjoy the food and the company of my friends. We talked, laughed, and took a lot of fun photos together. It was a beautiful memory to make me feel connected and relaxed. But the day wasn't over yet. At around 6:30 p.m., I left with 4 friends. Our next adventure was about to begin. We planned to drive to Melbourne to attend the 2025 Avalon Air Show. It was a big event where you can see many cool airplane and flight performance. Our plan was to drive to Alarak and arrive there around 1 a.m. We had already booked a motel so we could get a few hours to sleep before we head to Avalon in the morning. I even brought my laptop with me, and during the drive, I opened it and continued working on my assessment. It wasn't easier in a moving car, but I tried my best. However, when we arrived at the motel in Alarak, we had a problem. The motel staff told us they were already closed and we couldn't check in, even though we have booked it in advance and told them we would arrive late. They say there's nothing they can do. We were shocked and said it was already late at night and there's no other hotels nearby. We felt stuck. But instead of give up, we decided to do something crazy. We drove straight to Avalon and planned to sleep in the car at the airshow parking area. We have come too far to turn back. So we kept driving through at night. Around 5 a.m., we finally arrived in Avalon airshow location. We found a place to park and try our best to sleep inside the car. It wasn't comfortable, but we was too tired to care. At 10 a.m., we woke up. We bought some coffee to wake ourselves up and entered the airshow. And wow, it was amazing. We saw many different kind of aircraft, including military jet and stunt plane. The flying performance was incredible, fast, powerful, and beautiful to watch. Even though we was tired and hadn't slept much, we were all smiling. We have made it, and the adventure was worth it. The weekend was not perfect. Things don't go according to plan, but sometimes the best memory come from unexpected memory. I had good food, good company, a long road trip, and a sky full of plans. Thank you.